as much organizations that you can. This will help get your name out there and grow your network. The more people you know, the more opportunities you'll have. Lastly, I'd like to thank the community, the great Cameron teachers, the parents, and the Callaway Foundation for supporting our graduates. Okay, now I'm going to start listing recipients. Mary Lewis. Adolfo Banda. Clarissa Giannis. Pedro Sorolla. Fabian Byron. Mackenzie Laura. Jason Perez. Matthew Punch. Jake Corbin. Amelia Wimmer. Jamie Garza. Kylie Leftwich. Javon Goldsby. Cash Dolby. Logan Cole. Kendall West. John Pierce Graham. Alexis Stroud. Tate Stroud. And last but not least, Nolan Bashir.
Hello, my name is Eric Rojas. I was class of 2018 here in Cameron as well. I was a recipient of the UMHB partial scholarship. With it, I chose to pursue a degree in accounting and marketing, and I completed a double major in 3.5 years. It was a hard road, but I chose UMHB due to its small community and connectivity. I have the number of over half of my professors. Anytime I needed help, they were always helpful for me. They were there for me, they were helpful. Anything I needed, whether it be school or personal. So I encourage, if y'all have the money and you'll have the support for it, UMHB is a great school, it's well worth it. I encourage anyone, business, nursing, any degrees. UMHB was great to me. With them, I have automatic acceptance into their master's program. I may choose to pursue CPA. I have a couple offers in Austin, Dallas at the moment that I'm just kind of weighing in my mind. But to come back to here, I want to thank all of the teachers that helped me out in my 4 years here. Some of them aren't here anymore, some of them still are. I value every single one of them, as well as the board, everyone that's gotten me here, Dr. Hope, Callaway Foundation, everybody. I just want to say one big thank you to all of y'all one more time, even the community, y'all have been great. And now I'm going to present the partial scholarships for the partial scholarships. Partial scholarship to TC, Jake Corbin. Partial scholarship also TC, Jamie Garza. And last one for TC, Matthew Ponce. Now we have the partial scholarship for my alma mater, UMHB, to Victoria Van Hook. And then for the partial to TSTC, Joseph Barbo.
And I was the 2018 recipient for the four-year Texas State Scholarship from the Callaway Foundation. During my time at Texas State University, I was able to develop myself as a young adult in ways that probably wouldn't have been possible without the help of the Callaway Foundation. Among the things that I did, I enlisted in the Texas Army National Guard. I joined the Army ROTC program. I played rugby for 2 years, and I also nearly completed a diving certification, and I went skydiving. Academically speaking, I had a few accomplishments as well. I graduated magna cum laude. I had a GPA of 3.7. In addition to that, I was initiated into Delta Phi Alpha, which is the National German Honors Fraternity, and I was one of the two first Goethe Institute Spark program instructors. So I taught German to middle school students in San Marcos. In terms of my future, I do plan on continuing my education, and I also plan on exploring a variety of different career paths. So I would like to present the next Texas State Scholarship to Carlos Bolivar.
Sorry, I gotta get my technology up and running real quick. Okay, so howdy. That is the official Texas A&M greeting, as I'm sure many of you know. We're not that far from campus. But my name is Faith Kistler. I graduated again in 2018, and I graduated from A&M on May 13th. I got my degree in kinesiology with a concentration in motor behavior, and I got my minor in psychology. Currently, I am working as an independent contractor in the oil and gas industry. How I got from kinesiology, I really couldn't tell you. I've changed my mind plenty of times on what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, and I'm still trying to figure it out. But I knew I left high school wanting to be an orthodontist, and I changed my mind and wanted to be a physical therapist. And now I am neither of those things. But perk of my job, I get to work at home. I know for me, leaving high school was a very exciting time. It was also very frightening. So I have a little bit of advice for you guys that I wish I would have taken a little bit, that I would have liked to have when I graduated. One is soak up your college experiences. Many colleges are rich in tradition, and that is one thing that I really loved about A&M. I didn't participate in as many as I would have liked to, looking back with like COVID and working and everything else, but really soak that up because you're only a college student once. And then two, embrace making new friends. it was hard for me to deal with not being around my best friend every day during high school and then going to college and never seeing her. So I've made some of my best friends, and I will have them for the rest of my life. 3, don't be afraid to change your mind. Colleges have change of majors for a reason. You are not expected to know what you want to do when you're 18. I'm 22, I don't know, and I'm sure many of the adults out here can tell you that they still don't have it figured out. And then 4, find your passion. Find something you're good at and that you enjoy doing, and you'll never work a day in your life. Even though I'm not doing what I thought I would be doing when I was 18, I'm still happy and I'm still enjoying what I'm doing. So before I close, I would just like to say thank you to the Cooks and the Callaway Foundation. My college experience would have been vastly different without the help of you guys. Thank you to the Cameron community and everyone that sponsors scholarships for everyone, specifically in my case, the Andrews and the Darren Andrews Memorial Scholarship. And thank you to my parents for instilling such a hardworking ethic in me, and my teachers and coaches in high school and junior high for expanding upon that. Y'all taught me that I was capable of much more than I ever could have thought I was. And then thank you to the Aggie moms of Milan County for the fundraisers and the giant goodie bags that you get during finals. So if any of y'all are going to A&M, you have that to look forward to. You get very spoiled. And with that, horns down and gig 'em. And now I would like to present the $60,000 scholarship to Hunter Hucks.
Hello everyone, it feels good to be back in Cameron, Texas. My name is Chandler Barton, and I was the 2018 Yale High School valedictorian. After graduating from YHS, I attended Texas A&M, where I studied finance and worked for the Texas A&M Athletic Department and 12 Ring Productions. I graduated from A&M about a week and a half ago, and I've been considering a wide range of career paths. Recently, I was offered a position as a real estate appraiser with a firm in Houston, and I'm very excited for this opportunity and whatever comes next. My advice for this year's graduates is twofold. First and foremost, always follow your heart and do what makes you happy. Don't let anyone else tell you what should make you happy, only you can make that decision. Everyone's situation and goals are different, and the perfect situation is different for everyone. As long as you are happy, comfortable, and fulfilled, you are successful. My second point is to always try to finish what you started. You can accomplish great things if you set your mind to it, and each of you has the ability to reach these goals. Finally, I want to thank the Cameron community and everyone who makes this scholarship night possible. The Cameron community is special and always supports the students of Cameron ISD. We wouldn't be here without the support of the community and its organizations and all of the scholarships they have bestowed upon these students. I also want to thank the teachers that have brought us through school and impacted each of the students that goes through Yale High School. Parents are also an important part of every student's journey, and I want to thank all the parents who support and guide these students throughout their lives. Finally, I want to personally thank the Callaway Foundation and Hope and Kevin for all they do to support the Yale High School graduates. I know that the Callaway Foundation's support has allowed me to focus more on my education while taking away some of the financial pressures that may face college students. Once a yeoman, always a yeoman. Thank you. And with that, I'd like to present this year's $60,000 valedictorian scholarship to Savannah Nate.
Thank you to our former graduates that stood right here not long ago and went on to do great things. And the hardest thing to do is to get up here and speak in front of a group of people. I'm nervous. It makes me nervous to get up here, and I've done it many times. And I thank y'all for coming back and doing this. The scholarships that they presented were presented on behalf of the JL and Bonnell Callaway Foundation. Their desire was to pursue excellence through additional education. They provided this gift to Cameron, and that was the dream of the Callaways, was to provide a gift to help students realize that education is important and to help progress through their life there. So we cannot say enough about the Callaway Foundation and the part that they play in our students' lives. As you can see, it's very impactful to many of them. At this time, we'll move forward in our program to our local scholarship awards that are in your program. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Andrews to come forward.
Second Lieutenant Darren Andrews, our son, a Yale High graduate, taught middle school for a couple of years and coached. Felt the need after 9/11 to join the Army, and I felt like that was calling for him and what he needed to do. He was killed in action in Afghanistan on September 4th, 2009. He left behind a wife, a son, and a daughter to be born 3 months after he was killed. I want to present people for a scholarship in his name that we feel like would carry on his tradition. Nolan Schiller. Logan Cole. Logan Cole. Ryan Nunez. Thank you all.
At this time, we have a slight deviation in the program that I kind of had to hide in there, and you'll understand why. There's a award given by our Masonic Lodge that Mr. Barkermeyer is going to come and talk about.
I'm also going to hand out a couple of scholarships here in a minute, but before I do that, tonight I'm here representing the St. Andrews Masonic Lodge 170 of Cameron. I'm the current master of that lodge, which basically means I'm the gopher this year, but anyway. We want to recognize a very special person who has been working with students here at Yo High for over 40 years now. And I believe personally, as do many members of our lodge here, that he's been an outstanding influence in the lives of so many of our students here in Cameron. The award that we're going to present is called the Lamar Award of Excellence for Personal Achievement. It's named after Mirbeau B. Lamar, who was one of 4 presidents of the Republic of Texas. These 4 presidents were all master masons. I haven't been a mason but for a couple of years, but I've always been amazed at the number of our distinguished people, both presidents of the United States. All 4 of these guys who were leaders in Texas, as well as Stephen F. Austin, were all Masons. The distinguishing thing that I want to, and they all fought at San Jacinto, other than David Burnett, who was the acting president of the guess you'd call the early government of the Republic. And he was busy dodging the Mexican army. Sam Houston was, of course, the commander-in-chief. Lamar was the head of the cavalry. And Dr. Anson Jones actually was carrying in his saddlebags at the Battle of San Jacinto the first charter for a Masonic lodge here in Texas. Of course, that was back in 1835, 1836, then we became a separate nation. All of these guys were instrumental in forming the nation of Texas. The second elected president was Mirabou B. Lamar. The first act that he performed before the legislature was to ask that a huge amount of land be set aside in Texas for public education. That was the beginning of the school system in Texas. Of course, University of Texas and Texas A&M grew out of that land grant, but also our public schools were a result of that. The other important thing is that when we became a state in 1845-86, these guys, Dr. Jones, Sam Houston, were able to, in the charter of Texas, the charter that made us a state, we, Texas, were able to keep all of these thousands and thousands of acres of land in the state of Texas. They were not taken by the nation, by the United States. And we still have those lands today that still help fund our schools in Texas. Mirabou Lamar was called the father of education in Texas, the father of our public schools in Texas. And this award is named after him. The other thing that I wanted to point out also is that here in Cameron, in 1849, one of the first Masonic lodges in the state of Texas was formed. And in 1856, the St. Andrews Lodge was chartered. And in those early days, the first school in Cameron was held in the Masonic Lodge in downtown Cameron, right across in a log building, right across from where the post office now stands. There was a guy that immigrated from Germany in the 1860s. His name was Charles Yo, and he became a Mason in the Masonic Lodge here in Cameron, St. Andrews Lodge, in 1871. And as you all, I think, know, he and his wife, in their will, set aside the provision for the building of Yo High School, for which this school is named today. And now the old building here next door is going to be renovated and become a technology center, which in my mind is a wonderful thing that tradition is going to be preserved. Charles Yo, in those days, and I hope even today, was known as the father of education in the town of Cameron. This award is an award that is instituted and is a part of the Grand Lodge of Texas, which Mirabou Lamar was a part of establishing, as was Anson Jones. He had the charter in his saddlebags at San Jacinto. Can you believe that? It's amazing. I say all those things to point out to you just how big an award this is. We have a man here in Cameron who's been a teacher here since 1980. His name is Keane. Dale was instrumental. I said all those things about this award to try to present to you the significance of this award. It's a State of Texas award of the Masonic Lodge. And these men of Texas like C.H.O. and Mirabel Lamar knew the importance of education. This man right here knows the importance of education. He advances education through his specialty, which is cross-country athletics. I don't know whether he knew that he was doing this for me to present tonight. His cross-country team was the first cross-country team in our district, perhaps in the state of Texas, I'm not sure. But anyway, in this area, and then all of the schools in our district now have cross-country. You might say that Dale is the father of cross-country teams in Central Texas. 30 district championships, 11 regional championship teams, 4 individual state championships, 8 individuals that went on second place in state. He also started the wrestling team here. He's had one of his students that has been All-American in wrestling in the United States, believe that. I've known Dale, I think, just about ever since I've been back in Cameron for the last 20 years. I remember, I guess, when I first came here, I'm a member of the Rotary Club, and we have what's called the Rotary Relays every spring. Dale organizes those kids. It's unbelievable how organized they are when he brings them over from the school and they run those races. And they are so excited every year running those Rotary Relays. This guy is amazing at how organized he is. I've known he and Beth through political activities. He and Beth, how many years ago were we married, do you know? 48, he knew. I talked to Beth this morning. They've been married 48 years. They're totally devoted to each other. Margie and I have a few more years on them than that, but that is amazing. 48 years of marriage. They are amongst the most Christian families that I know, which is totally impressive to me. More important than all these statistics about championships and so on, Dale follows his students after they leave. He is instrumental in their getting scholarships, going on to college. All of you that have come back to see Dale receive this award that are here in the audience tonight, please stand up. Called off their names and what their positions are. There's school teachers out there, there's coaches out there. There's a doctor back here that was in his cross-country team. One of the scholarships that I'm getting ready to hand out, that person is one of his current students, and so on. But Donnell was telling me, and I realized that too, of how much time he spends early in the morning, before classes, in the afternoon, and so on. There's no compensation for that kind of attention, that kind of dedication to duty. Not only education in reading, writing, and arithmetic, but the importance of education in discipline, self-discipline, getting up early in the morning, in ethical behavior, in dedication to freedom and liberty. Those are things that are important, aren't they, Dale? Dale, let me present to you the Lamour Award of Excellence. It's a medal. I know you won't go around wearing this all the time, but would you put that on? Those of you that came specifically for this presentation today, as soon as we're done with this, we're going to have a reception at the Masonic Hall where y'all can visit with Dale, with each other. It's at the corner of 7th Street and 7th and Houston. It's kind of catty-cornered across from the grocery store right across the way here. Congratulations, Dale. All right, I have 2 scholarships to present in behalf of St. Andrews Slide 170. The first goes to Nathan Evans. Congratulations. The next one is to John Graham. John has become a fine young man despite his father. Don't hurt me, John.
The Band Booster Club presents scholarships to their kiddos, and they do that at the band concert, but I wanted to make sure we recognize them here at this event. If these students would please stand, these are receiving the Band Booster Scholarship: Avery Balboa, Nolan Bashir, Logan Cole, Hunter Hucks, Genaro Sanchez, Adolfo Banda, Kaylee Carmona, Jaime Garza Batista, and Savannah Nated. The next group that will come forward will be the All Saints Episcopal Church.
Good evening. All Saints is blessed to be able to present 8 scholarships this year, $1,000 each. Brooklyn Balch, Nathan Evans, Javon Goldsby, and I do have to apologize to John Pierce Graham, but our secretary did not print an award for him, but he did receive one, so I will get that to him. John Andrews. Dixie Lasher. Kylie Leftwich. Tracer Lopez. And Mia Rimmer. Thank you.
On behalf of the Nicholas Valdez Memorial Scholarship, I've been asked to present it to Adam Cardona.
Our National Honor Society would like to present 2 scholarships, one to Savannah Nachek. And the other one, sorry Savannah, to Miss Kylie Leftwich. And on behalf of the Rockdale Fair and Rodeo, we would like to present John Pierce Graham with a scholarship from the Rockdale Fair and Rodeo. A $1,000 scholarship. On behalf of the Buckhold State Bank, we would like to present
We have 2 $1,000 scholarships to Sanaya Diggs and Carlos Bolivar.
Good evening. We're here on behalf of O.J. Thomas Alumni Community Resource Center, and this year we will be presenting 3 scholarships of $1,500 to 3 students who did community service, and we will have 1 honorary award for a young lady who was our alumni queen for 3 years. And at this time, we will recognize those students. Sanaya Diggs. Javon Goldsby. Brandy Drake. And Dixie Lancer.
On behalf of the Milam County Aggie Moms, I would like to present 2 students with scholarships, Cash Stolpe and Savannah Natek.
Along with Miss Shannon Wise, I would like to announce on behalf of the EBCO company scholarship to Joseph Barbo. And Cash Dalby.
On behalf of the Milam County Area Go Texan Committee, we have 2 scholarships to award. The first is to John Pierce Graham, and the second is to Hunter Hucks.
Sorry, I'm short. Hello, I'm Michael Holcomb, and I'm the County Extension Agent for Family Community Health and I represent the Milam County 4-H program. Tonight, I would like to present 3 scholarships, and in these 4-Hers work really hard on all the 4-H scholarships through the 4-H leadership, community service, and all their project work. So tonight, I would like to first give out a $20,000 Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Go Texan Scholarship to Hunter Hucks. Our next one, he's gonna stay up here, is our Chris Holcomb Memorial Scholarship through Milam County 4-H Foundation for $500. And our final one, which he actually had the interview for at College Station, and he received a $20,000 4-H scholarship through the Davidson Foundation Texas 4-H Opportunity Scholarship. So if you recognize what that is, $40,000, $500. So.
On behalf of the Cameron 4-H Club, I would like to present 2 young men, very deserving young men with scholarships tonight. That's Joseph Barbo and we have Mr. Hunter Hucks.
Good evening, Jeff Lightsey from the Methodist Church, and we're happy to award 2 of our students a $500 scholarship each, John Pierce Graham. I'm glad they wore walking shoes, and Hunter Hucks.
Okay, I would like to let y'all know that Miss Savannah Maytek was presented the Texas A&M University Aggie Assurance, the Texas A&M University Texas Aggie, and the Texas A&M University Texas Public Education Scholarship.
Good evening, it's Hector Delgadillo here. So I've had the pleasure of coaching this young man over the last 3 years. Been able to watch him do what he loves best on the baseball field, and it's an honor to present this athletic scholarship. he showcased his skills at the next level, and that is Texas Tech University, Tracer Lopez.
Good evening. My name is Pat Shiggett. I'm with the Knights of Columbus, 12601, St. Monica's Catholic Church here in Cameron, Texas. It's a distinct honor to be here this evening to present these scholarships in the amount of $500 to the following Yohai graduates. Carlos Bolivar, Kaylee Carmona, Adam Cardona, Victoria Van Hook, thank you.
The Cameron Horse Club, the Herbert Sims Memorial Scholarship, Lexi Stroud and Tate Stroud.
Good evening. It's my great pleasure to be here tonight for the Fleur de Lis Garden Club here in Cameron, and we are giving John Pierce Brown a scholarship for $1,000, our biggest one ever.
The Cameron Car Club, Gennaro Sanchez. The next three scholarships are going to be going to Nathan Evans. Nathan, will you please come forward? The Southeastern University Chancellor Scholarship, Southeastern University Athletic Scholarship, and Southeastern University Ministry Grant Scholarship. Congratulations, Nathan Evans. The Chick-fil-A Scholarship, Nathan Evans. The David Smokes Academic All-Stars Team, Nathan Evans.
On behalf of Ashley and the Cameron Girls Softball Association, they would like to present 2 scholarships today to Mackenzie Lara. and Mia Wimmer.
The Heart of Texas Fair and Rodeo Scholarship, Grand Champion Angus and Overall Reserve Supreme Champion British Heifer, Cash Dalby.
Thank you. On behalf of the Cameron UFFA Booster Club, we'd like to hand out 5 scholarships this year, starting with Mr. Joseph Barbo. Mr. Cash Dalby. Mr. John Pierce Graham. Mr. Hunter Hucks. And Mr. Pedro Sorolla.
We'd like to let you know that the University of the Incarnate Word has given Ryan Muniz the Dean's Scholarship. On behalf of the Falls County Area Go Texan, we'd like to present their scholarship to Tracer Lopez.
Elite Welding Academy Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, Cash Dalby.
On behalf of the Mel W. Law Memorial Scholarship, the Hispanic Samaritan Organization presents 10 scholarships in the amount of $300 to the following students: Joseph Barbo, Gabriela Borges, Adam Cardona, Sanya Diggs, I think I gave you the wrong one. Skylar Fritz Hugh Stringer, Javon Goldsby. Edward Garcia. Pedro Sorola. And Nadia Vargas. Mackenzie Bell. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the Yale Athletic Booster Club, it is my honor to present 9 scholarships this year. First and foremost, Nolan Brashear. Fabian Bynum. Brandy Drake. Javon Goldsby. Hunter Hucks. Tracer Lopez. Ryan Muniz. Savannah Niestick. And Tate Stroud.
Hunter Hutz received some scholarships from Tarleton State. The first one is the Tarleton State University Honors Degree Program Scholarship. And the second one is the Tarleton State University Presidential Scholarship. Congratulations.
Our next student received 3 scholarships from Dallas Baptist University. Her first scholarship was Christian Service, her second scholarship is Patriot Award, and her third scholarship is Christian Leadership Award, Miss Dixie Lasher.
The next scholarship is an athletic scholarship to Midwestern State University to play football. Goes to Mr. Fabian Bynum. The next scholarship is the Texas FFA Rodeo Champion Goat Tying and goes to Brooklyn Balch. Brooklyn is also receiving the Texas High School Rodeo Association's Dixon Allen Leadership Scholarship Awards. So congratulations, Brooklyn.
We would like to recognize Adam Cardona. He's going to the University of Texas at San Antonio. He received the Distinguished Presidential Scholarship. We would also like to recognize Emily Selfoffer. She is going to Texas A&M University Commerce, and they have given her the Department of Music Scholarship. They also given her the Housing Scholarship.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Technical Sergeant Christopher Sigler. I'm here representing the United States Air Force. Alexis Mendoza, Fabian Salomon, Tyler Telefuse, congratulations. You have been admitted to the Community College of the Air Force. We are pleased to inform you that by meeting the strict requirements for enlisting in the United States Air Force, you have also met admission standards into the Community College of the Air Force. Upon completion of basic military training, you will advance into full admission into college. We welcome you to a truly unique and fulfilling college experience. Established in 1972, the Community College of the Air Force is the world's largest community college, comprised of more than 100 affiliated schools that support 68 associate's degrees in applied science. With more than 300,000 students across the globe, the Community College of the Air Force shares the Air University's regional accreditation by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, Commission on Colleges. Your degree program will blend traditional academics courses available through the local and on-base colleges with highly specialized Air Force technical training and professional military education. Again, congratulations. Your talent and potential makes you an ideal Community College of the Air Force student. Earning a CCAF degree will allow you to exercise those talents and further increase your value to yourself, the United States Air Force, and our nation. We are proud that you are on our team. Lieutenant Colonel Michael Artelli.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Petty Officer First Class Jackson Lyons. On behalf of the U.S. Navy, I would like to first of all congratulate Leah Salazar on her commitment to the U.S. Navy. So with her commitment comes 3 major college benefits. There's going to be the tuition assistance, the post 9/11 GI Bill, as well as the Hazelwood Act, all totaling $250,000.
On behalf of the Tri-County Miss Juneteenth Scholarship Pageant, it gives me great honor to present the next scholarship to a young lady that has represented the pageant, the community, and her people with dignity, integrity, and beauty. I want her to always remember to walk with a purpose and never let her crown fall. Tonight we present the Miss Juneteenth Scholarship Pageant Scholarship Award to Miss Sanaya Diggs.
We'd also like to announce that the Texas A&M University of Commerce has given Emily Selfoffer the Presidential Scholarship. We'll just stand.
next scholarship is called Anglers for Aiden. Aiden was killed in an ATV accident in Academy, and his group of people have come together and created a fishing tournament that raised funds for students in our area, and they wanted to present scholarships to Cameron because they feel a close connection to us and to our kids. We have similar kids, and so they wanted to recognize our children for their accomplishments, but to also invite you to their fishing tournament to help support our kids in that. But they wanted to present Nathan Evans and Thomas Creighton with scholarships.
Brooklyn Balch, if you'll come on up, we have some things to recognize you for. She'll be attending Cisco Junior College, and she is on a full scholarship for their rodeo team. And also she has received the Will and Bailey Byler Memorial Scholarship. And most importantly, she was also given the Seth Brazier Memorial Scholarship. And Gabriella, are you here? Garcia. Yes, come on in. We would like to recognize her. She is on Wednesday going to enlist with the Texas National Guard, and she will be receiving the GI Bill to further her education because of her service. So let's please give her a hand. And Mia Wimmer. She will also be attending Cisco Junior College, but she will be on a softball scholarship. So let's give her a hand. And Miss Brandy Drake. She will be attending Fort Scott Community College, and they are giving her a track scholarship.
At this time, I'd like the Cameron ISD scholarship officers to come forward and present the scholarship awards. The Cameron ISD Scholarship Foundation is a group of people from our community. It's really not Cameron ISD, but we support the Cameron ISD students. And we go and solicit funds from our community and outside of our community to help our students get a head start. And we could not do that without the sponsorship of our community and those around us. We've changed it up a little bit. We have host a golf tournament this year, just like we have in the past, but we changed our sponsorships where if a individual gave $500 or more, then they can name that scholarship after themselves. It hit a home run. We put up a banner over here for people that have done that, and so we're going to be recognizing them at this time. Aaron?
Hi, I'm Erin Bradley. I'm president of the Cameron ISD Scholarship Foundation this year. It feels surreal to be out here because it doesn't feel like that long ago. I was up here receiving a Callaway scholarship, and it's been really cool to see how an entire generation of my family and my extended family have benefited from those Callaway scholarships and Cameron ISD Foundation scholarships. So I just want to say thank you again to Hope and Kevin for really leading the charge in scholarships in Cameron and inspiring the rest of us. The mission of the Cameron ISD Scholarship Foundation is to ensure that every Yo High student has the opportunity to pursue education beyond high school. We award a scholarship of the same amount, $500 in recent years, to every student who applies. You might say that $500 is just a drop in the bucket compared to the cost of college education these days, and you're absolutely right, it is. That's why I want to challenge our community to keep growing this fund year after year so we can keep increasing our impact. And I also want to challenge you students to remember how these generous gifts are empowering your future so that you can give back to future generations of yeomen when you can. But beyond the money, I think the true impact of our Scholarship Foundation is in being a catalyst for students deciding what to do beyond graduation day. Every single student who decides to gain a skill, challenge their worldview, or pursue a passion after Yo High is a huge win for our community. One student's education can change the course for an entire family for multiple generations to come, and that is powerful. And we all benefit from welcoming home more diverse experiences and talents back home to Cameron after they graduate. So I'm very excited to announce that tonight we're awarding over $22,000 in scholarships. And every dollar of that comes entirely from individuals and businesses here locally who care about our community. So thank you to every single person who's contributed to this Cameron ISD Scholarship Foundation this year and in years past. I applaud you. Now I'll ask our presenters to join myself and Shannon on stage to present our awards. While they come up here, actually, I want to also recognize the Cameron ISD Scholarship Foundation board members. So if my other fellow board members can stand and be recognized for a moment. So one moment, we have a lot of presenters this year because everyone is really excited about our new scholarship opportunities. All right, first up, we've got the Robert Schiller Endowed Scholarship presented by Monica Schiller, and that's going to Jason Perez. Receiving the Anderley Lumber Scholarship presented by David Bolivar is Alexis Stroud. And receiving the Bradley Plumbing Scholarship presented by Carl Bradley is Tate Stroud. Receiving the Isaiah Logan Scholarship presented by Isaiah is Fabian Bynum. And receiving the Capital Farm Credit Scholarship from Capital Farm Credit presented by Lindy Sanders is Hope Adcock. Receiving the Robert and Kathy Logan Scholarship presented by Isaiah Logan is Tracer Lopez. Receiving the Jordan Beckhusen Family Scholarship presented by Jordan Beckhusen is Nolan Brashear. Receiving the Little River Event Center Scholarship presented by Roxanne Katz is Courtney Ortiz. Receiving the Livestock Nutrition Center Scholarship presented by Henry Hilscher is Edward Garcia. Receiving the SNAP Fitness Scholarship presented by Rick Rodriguez is Adam Cardona. Receiving the Texas Country Title Scholarship presented by Matt Umble is Kendall West. Texas Country Title also has a second scholarship going to Brandy Drake. And a special thank you to all of our presenters who are able to be here with us today. I'm sorry, we actually do have a few more. Okay, receiving the Risk Management Cooperative of Texas Scholarship is Dixie Lasher. I think we have a representative from RMC here today. You can go ahead and come up. Perfect. We can go ahead and get on the stage 2 other students receiving a scholarship from Risk Management Cooperative of Texas. That's Nathan Evans and Brooklyn Balch. Scholarship Foundation scholarships still to go. So receiving the Jerry Pratt Memorial Endowed Scholarship in honor of Lorraine Moore is Joseph Barbo. Receiving the Carrie Carter Memorial Endowed Scholarship is Alasia Booz. Receiving the Rotary Club Endowed Scholarship is Claudia Campos. Receiving the Sandra Phineas and James Edward Willey Memorial Endowed Scholarship is Mackenzie Lara. Receiving the Wesley E. Duncan Memorial Endowed Scholarship is Clarissa Lanis. Receiving the Caliber Medal Scholarship is Jake Corbin. Receiving the Classic Bank Scholarship is Matthew Ponce. Receiving the Hughes Surveying Scholarship is Pedro Sorolla. Receiving the Ideal Poultry Scholarship is Cash Dalby. Receiving another Ideal Poultry Scholarship is Victoria Van Hook. Receiving a Josie Wazell Memorial Scholarship is John Pierce Graham. Receiving the Josie Wazell Memorial Scholarship is Skylar Fitzhugh Stringer. Receiving a Josie Wazell Memorial Scholarship is Ryan Muniz. Receiving the final Josie Wazell Memorial Scholarship is Logan Cole. Receiving the Perry Office Plus Scholarship is Judith Lopez. Receiving the Steve Young Scholarship is Amelia Wimmer. And the following students are receiving scholarships from the Cameron ISD Scholarship Foundation General Fund. Adolfo Vanda. Aramis Vargas. Kylie Lefwich. Next is Angel Martinez. Avery Balboa. Inara Sanchez. Jesse Martinez. Kaylee Carmona. Mariana Penaloza. Mary Lewis. Nadia Vargas. And finally, Sanaya Diggs. That's all of our Cameron ISD Scholarship Foundation recipients for this year. Before we break for intermission, I do want to mention that we have a unique opportunity to support the Scholarship Foundation tonight. You can actually purchase a commemorative brick engraved with your graduate's name and class year and any other details you'd like that will be placed at the entrance to Yo Field. So those bricks are $150 each, and they can be purchased at our table at the front entrance.
We have one last scholarship that is coming in. Courtney Ortiz, the United Steelworkers Scholarship. We're going to take a short 10-minute intermission, but before you do, these kids have worked really hard, and they put their name out there, that they participated, they've done great, and they've done that in the amount of over $1.1 million tonight. Great job. We'll take a quick 10-minute intermission.